Welcome back everybody to my channel, the Puerto Rico Sky Views. My name is Emanuel Santiago, and as always, thanks for subscribing to this channel. This is free content for you guys, and I am reviewing RF lenses, RF mount cameras, like the C70, the R5, even the R5C, which a friend of mine owns, and we eventually get to film together. So thank you guys for the support. This has been amazing. Now, today we are going to review one of those dream lenses from everyone. Especially, I was longing for this lens for a very long time because it is quite expensive at $27.99. At the time of this review right now, I bought mine from Adorama, and they threw in a free tripod, aluminum tripod with it, a little bit of a bundle right there. So yes, I was very lucky to get so much work and be able to afford this lens. Before we get onto the review, I'm gonna talk to you about how did this lens become a dream lens of mine, because at first we all want to get 85mm f1.2 and get that extreme bokeh. It is very popular. It is, one of those unicorn lenses, along with the 28-70 f2, which some say that they are replacing their prime lenses with that RF 28-70mm f2. I personally, I like to create a desire for a select style on my photo shoots or video shoots for that matter, and this lens, I was inspired to get it, but it was a little bit of a different circumstances that led me to purchasing this lens, and it was the DJI Mavic 3. Now, as you all know, the DJI Mavic 3, it comes with a primary camera that has a 24mm lens, which is pretty wide, and yes, you can get amazing landscape with it, but it has a secondary camera, which is, I believe is approximately, with all crop factors and everything, 185mm or something like that. But with that camera, you can achieve so much different types of shots that it will be so much difficult getting the same type of shot with other equipment rather than having that secondary camera. And the quality for me at this time is unbelievable. The fact that we have now flying cameras that can shoot 4K, 5K, 4K 120, it's just mind-blowing, because when I started photography, yes, we had DSLRs. Canon was not even into mirrorless cameras, and yeah, the DJI brand started shooting with those drones, and right now to have a drone that had that capacity, it really opened my eyes up, because when you are creating for a client, you want to wow them. You want to give them something that when they think, oh my god, I gotta shoot a video, they think of you, and that is value, or dare I say a feature of the equipment that you are getting, that to let people know that you are serious about your work and that you can provide different perspectives. I think that separates a good photographer from an excellent photographer, videographer, creative person overall. Now, previous to this, what I was doing to get sort of a telephoto look, I was getting my R5 and my 100mm macro lens, believe it or not, and I was shooting 8K video and then resizing it 400%, which gave me around 4K resolution. And yes, the clients were very happy, I was very happy with it, but oh my god, when I got my hands on, let me get it over here, the 70-200 f2.8L lens, the quality is amazing. Nothing beats optical magnification, because you can achieve similar results with digital magnification by cropping, by shooting at a higher resolution than 4K, for example, but having the optical excellence that this lens provides, it adds magic. It adds a little bit of a magic touch to your productions. It makes them more professional. Now this lens right here, it's quite heavy with the R5 on it, It's around 6.5 pounds of weight. So yeah, it's kind of a workout when you are using this camera out in the field. But to my surprise, it looks gorgeous. It feels so premium. Even though this lens is plastic, it feels like metal. I don't know how they do this. The focus barrel, it's all very tight. It feels all very premium. It's a one-of-a-kind lens right here. Okay, so a lens that shoots 70 to 200. In terms of, in simple terms of magnification, 50 is 1 times magnification, 70 it must be like 1.5 or something like that, and 200 equals 4 times the magnifying power that you are getting optically with this lens. To my surprise, the lens is extremely sharp throughout the zoom range. This review I will give you in advance is a review basing more on the video features that this lens has, the video value that it can add to your productions. I will be making a photo only version of this review because I have found tons of reviews for photos, but for videos there's nothing. And even when shooting video, you can get a pretty good idea of the results that you will be getting on the photo side of things, which are unbelievable, just amazing from such a little stubby lens like this one. So all you guys that like to see Christopher Frost's reviews for this lens, the lens is at its sharpest at 5.6. You can even get up to f10 or f11 without getting diffraction, that sort of freeze that the diffraction produces, softness in the image that it introduces. But 5.6 through f10 or f11, the image quality is just sharp from corner to corner. It does not have any chromatic aberrations or something or stuff like that. You won't notice anything. So it will save you a ton of time when editing and post-processing your videos and your photos as well. Another feature that I definitely love about this lens is the fact that it has a 77mm filter thread right at the front of the lens, which will allow you with a stepper ring to easily fit 82mm ND filters, and it will be compatible with the lens hood right here. Let's pop it up right there, and as you can see, it has the little window. As you may have seen on the B-roll from the lens has 4 switches on its side. One, it's for the focus range. The focus range is really nice on this lens. You can be close as 2 feet or something like that, and it will still be able to focus. It's almost like shooting with a macro lens for that matter. And we have autofocus, manual focus, and stabilizer. We have 3 modes for stabilizer. You have your normal 2-way axis like panning and tilting and all of the sorts of stuff. And you have your mode number 2 that it's said that it is better for panning shots when you are panning and shooting, and mode number 3, which only stabilizes the lens when you take a photo. For me personally, on the field when shooting this sequence that I'm about to show you, I ended up shooting on mode number 1, and since I was using a fluid head, a tripod with a fluid head, so I can get smooth panning shots and I can get really stable footage while zooming in, I used mode number 1, or I kept it off, the stabilizer, because yes, I found that with fluid head and a tripod, using this lens, warp stabilizer works wonders. It really does. So guys, as you can see, I am pretty pumped about the lens. I really love almost everything about it. The only thing that I don't really love is the weight, but it's just a small price to pay when you're shooting with such an excellent piece of engineering like this one. And coupled up with the R5, it produces amazing results. The R5 and its 8K, it's very high resolution, so you can punch even at 400% and still retain awesome quality when producing 4K video. So guys, without further ado, I want to present to you guys the small b-roll that I prepared of my visit to Crash Boat Beach, which is like 5 to 10 minutes from where I live. So guys, I hope you enjoy this sequence. Okay guys, so what do you think? Awesome quality, right? My favorite shot is that when the waves start like rolling in and crashing down. Very dramatic shot, awesome shot. That was one of the first shots that I got with the lens because I saw a similar shot on Instagram and I wanted to give it a try. And to my surprise, colors were beautiful, sharpness is amazing. That one shot was my favorite one. But as you might have seen, I was even able to capture the full moon. It was like at 1:30 a.m. or something like that yesterday. And yes, the moon looked beautiful on the shot. Even though this is a 4 times magnification lens at 200 millimeters, yes, the details were really nice. The moon looks gorgeous in that shot, in my opinion. But if you guys have more questions about this lens, please leave them in the comment section down below. I will be creating a photocentric video as well. I wanted to really emphasize the quality of the lens and produce something in the video side because there's very limited amount of videos for the video capabilities of this lens, which I found that this lens is gorgeous for video work and it will elevate anyone's game in terms or business in terms of image quality and creativity. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It will help me and this channel a lot, and I will be hoping to see you in my next video.